Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AMD. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. If you're not sure what I mean by 30-minute, I do offer an explanation video at that link. So if you go there, I'll explain in detail. I will say I am very, very impressed with AMD. Let's just set up the overall context, which I'm sure you're aware of. Another crazy day in the market today, down almost 1,500 points on the day. Market all over the place, bearishness all over the place. And yet, what has AMD been doing the past few days? Well, AMD has been just slowly, quietly, methodically working its way higher and higher. So when you stop and think about the fact that how the overall markets got destroyed today, yet AMD, sure, it had some pullbacks and all that, but it's just still trending higher and higher. So that brings up the valid question of, well, geez, what happens if the market actually has a good day? Just how much, how explosive could it get for AMD? And that's a very valid question. Now, don't get me wrong, just because there's this uptrending trend line here does not mean that for sure guaranteed everything's fine and this thing's headed back up over $50. I'm not saying that. I'm just making the comparison that when you compare it with the general markets to what the stock itself was actually doing, I mean, that's a good sign of power and certainly something that, a lot of people are going to be paying attention to. So from the support side of things, that is where this trend line comes into play. You want to see the price stay above there. The last thing you want to see is for the price, go down to that trend line and, do something like this where the price comes down here and then just blast to the downside. At that point, that would invalidate everything I'm talking about as of right now. But yeah, overall, things are holding up very, very nicely. Now on the flip side, and this is where the interesting pattern comes into play, there's also a very in-your-face resistance level right up here at 46. I mean, if you go back over the history of the past few days, you can see 46 rejected, and even today, 2 separate times rejected. So not saying $46 can't be broken, but it's become very apparent that, apparently according to the story that's being told to us here via the chart, the price is really going to need to bring its A game to be able to break up through 46. But if it can break above 46, you got to like the chance that, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want, that there could be some nice dynamic movement to the upside. But we'll see what happens with it as time continues to play out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.